Hey guys, welcome to day 26 of 31 days of Hypermobile workouts. My name is Eva, the creator of Hypermobile workouts, and I am very excited to take you guys through today's class. So I literally just came from a teacher training where I was teaching my fitness foundations for hypermobility course, and a lot of what we talk about during that course is the power of micro movements. Now, if you've taken any of my classes before, you know I love micro movements. They are a type of exercise that's exactly what it sounds like, tiny, tiny movements. And they are really powerful, helpful, and impactful for people with hypermobility. People who love to do really big movements with very little control, but maybe are not so good at stabilizing through smaller ranges of motion. So today I want to take you guys through a series that I taught today in this training. I think I've taught it in classes on this channel before, but it's been a while. And this one is called Zombie Arm. So if you are someone who struggles with shoulder instability, neck tension, neck pain, constant dislocations or subluxations in the upper ribs and shoulders, this is going to be a great one for you. And we're not going to need any equipment for it, just a space on the floor. You are also not going, but as always, hello. Let's dial that back. If anything today is not feeling good to you, please just go ahead and don't do it. Zombie arm might not be your jam, and that's cool. There are tons of other things we can do instead. Just come back a different day, and you could always try it again. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and find ourselves flat on our back. And I want you guys to just see where you are on the floor. I'm gonna just lay flat for a second. And I just wanna see where my body is kind of, ooh, yeah, I don't know if you guys saw that, but even just as I let my arms go long, I got really tight here, and then I had to intentionally relax. So just see if you're holding tension anywhere. Because what we are going to do is, if you've ever seen The Walking Dead or any zombie movie, which ironically I actually haven't seen The Walking Dead because I'm too afraid of it, but imagine what a zombie's arms look like, right? They kind of look like that. That's in essence what we're going to do here today. And we're going to do it both arms at the same time. You're welcome to do this one arm at a time if that feels better. But I want you to just let your fingers be soft so we don't stabilize through the hands. Let the fingers be soft. Let your arms, your upper arms kind of just rest by your side naturally, and your forearms are going to point towards the ceiling just like I am now. You're going to inhale, and on your exhale, I just want you to mentally find the fronts of your chest. I want you to find the fronts of your shoulders. I want you to connect mentally into that space. And then I just want you to relax and forget about it. And let's try that again. In breath. And on your out breath, find the front of your chest. Find the front of your shoulders. Find your shoulder sockets. And then inhale to relax. And now on your next out breath, you are going to find all those spaces, the chest, the shoulders, the arm bone sockets. And I want you to create an energy in those spaces as if you were trying to lift your arms up off the floor. We're not actually going to lift them yet, but just create that activation. And then relax. We're going to do that 2 more times, keeping the fingers soft. Exhale, create that activation as if you were going to float your arms just a couple inches off the ground, through the chest, through the shoulders. And then relax. We're going to do 1 more. Activate. Make any shifts or adjustments you need to. And now we are going to move very softly here, guys. You are going to exhale, activate the chest, the shoulders. Find the arm in the socket as you start to float your arms up. Find your upper back against the floor. Only float your arms up so much that you still feel connected to your socket. I'm gonna go about here. We're gonna do about 6 inches. And then I'm gonna float my arms slowly back down to the ground. On an exhale. Reset the arms at the bottom. If you're losing circulation in your fingers, because I recognize this is a long time to be vertical, shake them out for a second and then bring it back up. I had somebody comment that recently. They're like, do your fingers ever go numb? And I'm like, yes, because it's a long time to just be letting the blood flow out of your hands. So reset, exhale to elongate. Float the arms away from the floor. Feel your upper back go down into the floor. Feel your chest muscles, even if it's a very small movement, guys. I'm going to get a little bit higher on this one. Maybe you feel, oh, I'm going to get a lot higher on this one. This is cool. Maybe you feel your abs start to engage a little bit. Maybe you feel the shoulder blades start to kind of reorient themselves. And then once you feel like, that's the end of my floating range, now I have to start really pushing, that's when you come back down. Beautiful job, guys. Once your arms reconnect, feel free to take a little elongating reset. And let's go again. Feel your upper back connect into the floor. The chest is a little active. The shoulders are in their sockets. The arms are slowly elongating. Maybe you have to make any little shifts or adjustments. Maybe you feel the core starting to activate. Maybe you feel the heart starting to get a little softer. And then bring it right back down again. Slowly controlling the descent through the chest, through the shoulders and arms. I'm going to go for one more and then I'm going to add on. So I think this is 5, maybe it's 4. Upper back stays connected to the ground. Chest stays active. Shoulders stay in their sockets. We elongate as much as we can without disconnecting. Once you get to that long position, you're going to open your arms towards a V position just until you feel the pecs click on. There we go. That just happened for me. And now we're going to pull the arms back towards each other. Connect the fingertips at the top. Feel the pecs. Feel the fronts of the shoulders. Maybe you're not getting quite as long or as wide, and that's totally fine. I have to make a little adjustment. And exhale. Keep a little softness in the elbow. It's not rounded. It's just a little soft. Good. I'm going to start taking this a little taller overhead, so it's not just straight out to T. It's just going a little bit overhead. And then pull it back through center. I feel my core get much more involved in this one, which is really nice. And then let's go again, overhead. Can you keep the backs of the ribs nice and hefty on the floor? You'll notice I'm not actually going very far, and that's fine. We're going, going, going. I'm going to go, I think, 2 or 3 more overhead. I'm like a big flying squirrel right now, right? Good, 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 guys. Let's go one more. Inhale up. Exhale, pull it back down, right over the center of your chest. Bring the arms down when you're ready, let them settle, and now take a moment to see if you feel any more connected to the floor. I do, much more. Beautiful, beautiful job, guys. Okay, so that was a very quick kind of shoulder fascial release / activation / like rib softener / neck softener. Like, just see how you feel for, oh God, I feel so much better. That feels nice. Anywho, sorry. But yes, but I hope you guys enjoyed that one. That's a really nice one to come back to if you're ever feeling really like upper chest or shoulder sticky, or like just something's not quite right or in place. With those types of movements, I would encourage you guys to keep them slow. I know it can be kind of boring, but just the way that hypermobile tissue reacts to these types of exercises is like just so powerful, and it does you so much good. So even though it can be kind of boring and slow, like that's what these videos are for. So you don't have to think about it. I can think about it for you, and we can kind of talk through this stuff together. So with that being said, thank you guys for joining me. I will be back for day 27 in just a few moments here. But yes, but anywho, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.